Oh God. Ugh. You missed Chad. Chad came over.
Yeah, he came by my work too. He wanted me to call him, but that wasn't happening.
Right.
I hope he assumed that was probably not going to happen.
Yeah, if you're busy.
I mean, it wasn't even that we were busy today, really. It was just that there was a list of shit they wanted us to do, and it's like, what's funny was, they wanted us to, like, make sure you get this stuff done before you leave. Well, it was like 11:40 at this point, and then the PSC was like, "Hey, why are you doing this here still so late?" And I'm just like, trying to get this stuff done, all this stuff done before we leave. And she's like, "What?" It's just like, "Well, it's really late." I mean, it's just like you're supposed. I didn't say you can stay overtime, but it's like, well, it needs to be done, or at least some of it. It's just like okay. What are you looking for?
A ladder.
Got mine right here. I didn't see one right offhand. I know you had one though. I saw it. I mean, you lit one earlier.
Oh, here,
Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure it's around somewhere. God, my brain.
Imagine.
Dude, I feel like I could be delirious.
Yeah, they are gonna pay for that time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. There's like,
yeah,
because I know some companies there's like a loophole if you don't. Naturally, ours has this. If you don't sign the certain waiver thing, you don't get paid for overtime. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And there's these little exemption things I have to sign every 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And unless the supervisors are like up front and being like, "Hey, this thing's expiring. If you want extra hours or want to be paid for overtime, sign this." Luckily, our supervisors actually do that, but some companies actively hide that information sometimes.
Right, yeah, they do.
Yeah, so yeah, because they want you to work.
Try to get away from paying you.
Yeah. And as soon as you get caught, I mean, they're going to try to wiggle the way out of it. But eventually, if you keep persistent, they'll eventually pay you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because eventually they're going to be like, if they keep going, they're going to try to get the law. And if they start getting law involved in this, then there's going to be a big court battle. And we don't want to deal with that. So fuck it. But luckily some companies are like, yeah, we have this option. But, we'd rather have our workers be treated fairly. So, but... at least our specific store does. I mean, I don't know about Safeway entirely, but yeah. And I have one of those forms signed, and they literally will come up to us. It's like, hey, here's this thing so you can sign it. Because they know, at least for us, that we stay over late.
Right. Yeah.
Even if it's like 30 minutes or 40 or 2 fucking hours like it was this night, But luckily, I mean, they're pretty chill about it.
Well,
they're just kind of like, you're here really late. I'm probably going to get yelled at because you're here so late, so get out of here. It's pretty much like I can feel like this is their like mentality. Is like everyone's supposed to like have their scheduled thing, and when one of them's just so late, it's just like then everyone gets questioned about it, and then everyone gets yelled at, and plus that probably makes it a lot more stricter for people to do the position that they're doing. And then they have to be a lot more like, oh well.
See what Dad got me for my birthday gift?
Yeah, isn't that what he already had?
He already had it. He gave it to me. He looked all over for one like this.
Huh.
And so he gave
Just decided to give it
for my birthday.
Yeah, brother told me it was birthday today. I honestly kind of completely forgot about it.
Well, I did too until I looked at the emails, and all of a sudden.
Yeah, Mom says like, even Robert forgot. I'm like, oh my God, really?
I did, because I didn't know the date was the 28th. I thought 26 or whatever.
Yeah, you thought it was a few days, prior. Yeah, like even today, I was off and on thinking it was Friday.
Oh.
Off and on. It was. Oh, you got the Brandon story, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Mom told me about it. She didn't tell me details. She wanted you to explain it. So, yeah. Start from the beginning. I want this. I'm kind of glad we now know more info. This sounds fun.
And actually looked at his text message. He wouldn't have him, but let me tell you the story.
Yeah.
He's been acting kind of weird recently, and actually looked at him. He had contacted his girlfriend back in February.
Mm-hmm.
but he told his mom he started working for this bus company, for to take kids to school and stuff.
Oh boy, take his. You see, that's not a bad position, but knowing his
Schizophrenia, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that's a little. Oh god, this just sounds like a train wreck waiting to happen.
But something happened, and so he told his mom he's going to be transferred to Dallas.
Huh.
So actually, he went to Abilene. That's where his ex-wife is, or ex-girlfriend. They've been together over 5 years.
Yeah.
And then he started talking to her, and actually he stayed over at Franco's, which is his son, basically. Although Franco stole a bunch of stuff from him and back in the day.
Yeah.
So that's where he stayed. So he came back, and his mom said, "You lied to me." Well, here he went off the wall because he didn't want like anybody to confront him.
Oh yeah, he doesn't. He definitely didn't. Yeah, because I remember when Logan would confront him about shit, he would get so defensive.
Oh,
It was
always.
Yeah, it was just like, oh my god, like it was like both of you need to chill out at that point.
So he finally found. He said, "I had to go see my son in Abilene, his son." Oh, we know he actually didn't have a real son.
Oh yeah,
And so he figured it was one of her sons, which it was.
Yeah.
But I can verify the story that it was because he told it's in the text messages.
Yeah.
But then his mom went to work, and she came off work, and he was still there. Didn't go to work that day for some reason, and then he was in the office and said and told the office, "You need to call the police." And he said, "Wow," said, "I've been smoking marijuana."
Why would you? You're in what? You're in tech. Does he? You know what? I already know why he probably did that. That was him being in a schizophrenic episode because no sane person would admit they're smoking marijuana in the state of fucking Texas. Like they have a three strikes law. Like even if you're caught smoking weed,
they go to jail. They actually wanted to go to jail.
Maybe so. Well, maybe a schizophrenic part of his mind because of who knows, insert something about his schizophrenia involved in that there,
So now what? So basically, the police arrived. He's walking around his motel, and mom started talking, and then eventually they started talking in the motel room. And then he went out. Just I don't know what it was, but actually he just flipped the bone and went out of the room for no reason at all. And so I think that's when the other happened. But yet she asked him, "What about your dad? Don't ever bring him up to me again."
That's what he said?
Yes, she was very vocal. He was very mad even to bring up my name.
Oh my god. Well, I guess that kind of solves why he hasn't made any contact.
Right, yeah.
I feel like a part of his
I did to him, but
nothing really. I mean, I think that's just the schizophrenia because we discovered that about him when he was here, so we were the ones who first knew about that. So I'm sure a lot of that schizophrenia tapped into that part of the whole, environmental aspect of it, and it's like they're trying to, your dad's trying to control you or something like that, and thus,
I don't control anybody.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, with schizophrenia, I mean, rationality and basic logic's out the window.
I know where my lighter is.
Your pocket.
No, it's in my yellow lighter because I took it off.
Oh yeah, your yellow jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's on the garbage thing.
Yeah,
that's why I saw it.
Yeah, no, we did.
Yeah.
But yeah, they took me to ER. So I think what should happen because his mom's kind of afraid of him.
I don't blame her, to be honest. I mean, if you know someone's schizophrenic, there's always some sense of unnervousness or a little slight fear of what they could possibly do because it's unpredictable.
He tried to play the Christmas press that day.
Yeah.
And then basically went and sit down and went back into the kitchen, got a knife. And that's when they took the knife away from him and went outside, and I was going to and then put him in the car and take him to the ER.
Yeah, then you forgot something, so you ran as quick as you can, and you're like, shit, I don't want to leave him there. I got to run and get this, come back. And then when you came back out, he was trying to follow you back. So apparently, I guess what I'm assuming is he tried to follow you. Something else, I think this is the core part of his schizophrenia is a lot of his sexuality. I think both of those play hand in hand for him specifically. Mm-hmm. And then that took over for a minute and, had a different wave, from his schizophrenia and just, It's like, oh, it must be fucking agony to like live like that, honestly.
Must be, but he needs help. But
Yeah, I mean, he really
I think with the records that they have from Oregon and things they have, they should it's going to VA, so
yeah.
they should be able to bring and they take and another thing.
Oh, there's one and there's another one. Oh no.
That's what.
I'll smoke this.
This is on the behalf of the VA. They were stupid. They take him out of the medicine.
Oh, they took
him off the medicine.
Yeah, that's like the last. That was literally my biggest fear with going back there is they were going to take him off of it, or just not, or just
stupid.
Yeah, or just discontinue it, you know, and then what do you know?
Then they gave him another drug, and I guess it was working. I forgot what she said it was, and then they took him off that, and he wasn't taking any medicine at all.
Yeah, you have to be persistent and consistent on making sure they take it, because they won't do it themselves, because a lot of schizophrenia is like, that's a poison, that's like something lethal that's going to kill you. I mean, it fills up the head of like, that medication is bad, avoid it, never take it, even, you know, when been forced or whatever, you know, when they're in an episode, that's what they're going to be thinking about, that type of shit. So it's like, you know, you have to be so persistent on it, not like take them. Oh my god,
he needs to be hospitalized, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, that's probably the best bet for him. Really, it's just to be in that type of scenario.
He went up in jail eventually for doing something off the wall. No telling what. Yeah,
really. Like, I mean, there's a multitude of different things, like him literally running to the kitchen and grabbing a knife. He did that here, and it did, and from my, you know, assuming that he did it down there too, or maybe I don't know.
It's something at his grandma's, and grandma kicked all his clothes up, but he wouldn't tell me the real story. But he went to Abilene one time, and he came back, and all his clothes were thrown out of her house.
Yeah.
So
clear sign of don't come back.
Even me had picked up on what's going on.
Yeah, like even prior, then probably would be able to help out a little quick, you know, a little further, and before it went to so severe
situation.
Yeah, because if you catch it early enough, you can subside a lot of the severe symptoms when you catch it soon enough, which goes for a lot of different, you know, diseases and symptoms and stuff and illnesses. So, you know, it's you know, there's definitely, I don't know when when schizophrenia kind of turns on in somebody, there's definitely a environmental trigger factor that happens.
I know when it's marijuana with him.
Yeah, well, yeah, that definitely embellishes his reactions. I mean, he already had the schizophrenia, but then the marijuana just makes that way worse. Like, because I remember when we had the big one when he was here, I remember he definitely smoked some weed prior to that, like a few minutes ago, before all that happened. So he definitely, like. And the weird thing is, like, I mean, there's cases of people who have schizophrenia and marijuana helps them, you know, so it's really weird. There's different, like, even the normal schizophrenia everyone's knows about, where they're like consistently dreaming, have like a different mindset, you know, half the time type of thing, like Brandon. Like, for some of them, it kind of works, you know, with marijuana, and sometimes it makes it completely worse. And for Brandon, for him, it made it completely worse. And it's like, I mean, the only thing I could ever really think about marijuana related that could maybe even remotely possibly help him is CBD, the non-psychoactive aspect.
Did you hear?
About something about CBD? Not recently, unless there's something new that came up.
It is.
Ooh, what happened?
Oils and sprays and different things.
Like the CBD extracts and different oils and
are going to be sold at Walgreens.
No shit, at Walgreens?
Yes.
Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Even mainstream businesses, Coca-Cola has put cannabinoids in different drinks in Canada now for their products. Like, Walgreens is now starting to implement it. Like, it's happening. It's now we're starting to see the mainstreaming of marijuana now. This is like the proto to the mainstream of marijuana. And now there's another dispensary right by here.
I saw that.
I'm gonna go there tomorrow because I heard their weed is really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I heard. They had like this stuff called Ninja Dog or Ninja Star, I think. My coworkers told me about, and I heard it was really, really good at like 27% or something like that.
Well, that ain't bad.
Yeah, so I heard it's really good.
It depends how much it is an ounce.
That's the thing. Yeah, or how much.
I could get 31%. I could have got 31% the other day for $70.
Oh damn! Really?
But I didn't want $70, so I went in the next deal, which is 27.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know the prices. That's why I want to go down there tomorrow. Cause
I haven't found it yet. There's got to be someplace closer than basically the Oregon City, but for the price. I don't
Yeah.
mind driving.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. I mean, because, you know, like with
you'd
the
have to
slight gas, you know,
Right,
too,
yeah.
even, it's not really that big of a deal. And plus, there's the TriMet, too. Taking the 33, it takes you, like, there's a bus stop. I think it's 5th and Monroe, I think. And on 5th and Monroe, it's literally, like, 2 blocks, you know, just down the street. And then you can just walk there and it'll just be right there. Yeah,
All right,
then...
that's not bad then.
Yeah, like, I mean, and the 33 is, like, 20, 30 minutes. So it's about similar time as driving over there. So... Yeah, like either way, it works out perfectly because it's pretty much directly on the 33 line, and plus, just driving there, taking what's it, 10th or 11th, and it goes up that hill, and then that street turns on to 7th, which is where that dispensary is, and it's just right there. So I mean, it's in a perfect little spot, honestly.
Oh, it definitely is.
Yeah, for where it's at in OC, it's a really good spot.
Always parked in the Mike's drive-in.
Oh yeah.
Unless I'm coming in from the other way, sometimes I'm coming in from the other way for some reason other than the extra park, right? You know.
Yeah.
Deal.
Yeah, I showed Tyler's mom that spot, and I tried to tell her that she can park in Mike's drive-in, but she didn't want to because she thought she was gonna get towed or something.
No, you're not towed.
I know I know. I was just like, I mean, you're not gonna get towed, but it was kind of funny. I mean, she just parked like a block away, but it was like this extra walking is unnecessary. Marijuana in the brain. It's amazing. It's amazing feeling.
Oh, you always find to scoop out from mom, huh?
The what, pal?
Whatever's going on in the house, she'll let you know.
All right.
Yeah. Like Brandon's deal. Everything.
Man.
But yeah, he's just...
well, at least we know what's going on now. It's that. Jeez.
But what happened to the best state? I wonder what happened when it's driving kids around.
Oh.
No, don't tell him what.
Oh, man. Yeah, dude. Seriously. Like, I mean, I'm sure there was probably just, like, him talking to them or whatever, or just driving around, not paying attention to them.
He didn't know he got fired or anything, but I don't know. It sounded like he lost his job. Way he was talking. Oh, shit.
I mean, basically, he admitted to his freaking... manager or whatever that he smoked, and he wanted them to call the police. Like, that's just...
Tell me about it. Not me back in the day. Shit, I'm running from the cop. Here comes the cop. How y'all doing today?
Yeah, how's it going? Oh, but I don't smell anything. You know, it's just like... I mean, especially Texas, they have a 3 strikes law. Like, even if you're caught with marijuana, if you're caught 3 times, I mean, it's basically for life, you know.
Right, maybe it needs to
or depending on the case, even death. Even like, I mean, they like the state. I mean, to be like, there's one thing that the state of Texas is kind of a little unnerving on, and it's it's their like capital punishment thing, because they're pretty happy about that a little bit.
In a while, they haven't.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how they are like lately or whatever, but I know that they have, like, compared to like other states, they have a pretty large count on death row.
Other states do.
Yeah. Mainly a lot of it has to do with that 3 strikes law, because if you get the 3rd strike, it's either life or capital punishment, depending on the crime. Basically, it's just like, what the fuck? It's just like, what the fuck? It's just like, whoa.
But Texas is good. It's already got medical.
Yeah.
So eventually, now we got 10 states that already are legal.
Yeah, and then there's
they tried to pass a bill through Senate, which actually was rejected just from a couple of people that actually said no.
Yeah.
So eventually, once that gets approved through the Senate.
Yeah, and also Texas.
It's done deal.
Yeah, and literally in the last and for Texas specifically, like in the last decade or so, it's been very slowly, every election cycle, turning slowly more blue. Like for example, like in like 2000, I don't know the exact numbers, but like, for example, basically be like, 30% blue, and then it'll be like 33%, 36%, 70%. Or not 70%, but or 40%, and then it'll be like 43%, 45%
now.
So it just so it's slowly becoming a battleground state, at this point. there's
Like,
like
get there. Like I said, what did I tell you? 5 years.
yeah, it's probably going to be within like the next election cycle or the one after that is where we're probably going to see at least some decriminalized federal policies, and then way more states.
We did in quite a
doing
few states, basically,
Yeah.
because marijuana actually got them in jail.
it. Yeah,
And if they did, actually, they're actually going to, since it's legal in that state, they will,
Yeah.
have to serve your term.
yeah, and also what was another thing I was going to mention about Texas? There was another thing. Fuck, I just forgot what that other point was. Whatever. My brain's mush
Right.
anyway.
You
Yeah.
have to manage something from work. No
Yeah.
shit.
Mom's trying to talk to me about some like serious important shit, and I'm like,
Mom,
just
wait.
yeah,
for
just
now, relax. and
wait
everything
until
else.
like tomorrow morning, because I don't think there's a way I'm going to be able to like absorb all of it.
Right,
I
yeah,
absorbed enough, but that was about it. I absorbed enough. But she's like, all right, I'll wake you up or something, and then and then we'll like get up and do this. And I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Oh, your income tax.
Yeah. Apparently, like those things are in my room, but
Don't know where.
yeah. I mean, I've been moving my room so much. I'm just gonna have to get another copy of those W2 things or whatever. I'll have fun. But yeah. Oh, 23 minutos. I'll probably just keep this very short since no one here, since it's late as shit. Yeah, I mean, usually if I'm not around, the best case is I'm probably at work. Usually that's if I don't let anyone know. But if I'm going off somewhere, I usually let someone know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The only time I don't is usually if I'm like rushing to go to work and be like, all right, gotta go. I
didn't even see this morning.
Yeah. I don't think you were here this morning when I woke up and left. Unless I don't.
Didn't I go anywhere?
I
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I did. I went to Safeway to get a creamer and a coffee cake.
Yeah. I don't know what time you went to go grab it, but
That must have been around noon or so, though.
yeah. I woke up around noon, and then I was just kind of chilling out, and then once it was like 1:30, I'm like, all right, I'll get up and go walk around and get ready to go to work and leave. But yeah, must have just not have either seen me or you were just gone grabbing the coffee cake and stuff.
No time. But you're okay. That's the main thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I want IBM. You know, like, I mean, I'm not like Harley where there is a potential where I could, be in a situation. No offense to Harley, but there's always that, there's always the back of my mind. It's like, he's probably in some weird shit right now and like some serious shit, maybe. 2 years ago, I would have definitely thought that, but it's a little bit more questionable. It's like some days I'm like, yeah, he's probably, something's going on, depending if he has a day off tomorrow or not.
Take my pills. I forgot to.
Yeah, it is a little late for them pills, too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, oh well. I mean, it's a little late today anyway. I mean, it was actually kind of a slow day. It was just that list of shit we had to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't even really a complicated thing. It was just very big shit they wanted us to do. And it's just like, oh, well, I was thinking, it ain't gonna be a problem. But the job itself may not be hard, but how long it takes is a different story.
Well, true.
So. And one of them was we had to like clean these like whiteboards, like whiteboard boards and shit. But we had to use a certain chemical thing that's like super fucking like acidic and stuff. Like it will, like if you touch it on your hands, if you leave it on there long enough, it'll start burning through your fingers and shit. And you have to let that soak in there for like 20 to 30 minutes on the whiteboards before you kind of start cleaning it through and stuff. And it was like we did those somewhat near the end, not really super near the end, but on top of that, plus we had a lot of dishes, because we were trying to do some of the things on our little list of things to do before we finished everything else up. And by the end of the night, all we had to really do was just a bunch of dishes and mopping, and that took the rest of the majority of the time. And yeah, it was just like, ugh. It wasn't hard. It was just there was so much and it just drains you. And that's what ends up being hard. It's just the time not really the work in itself. It just gets harder as you start getting more drained and stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like the last quarter of the mopping was pretty struggling. It was just like, ugh. Okay, get that end. All right, just rub it down a little bit. Okay, and it's just like, all right, I think I got it. I'm done. Nah. It was just like, get it away from me. Oh man. Oof. Ooh. 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 I just got some good pops in my neck and my back there. Nice. Damn. I try to do a little tune. Forget it again. I tried to learn this riff I kind of whipped up last night. I whipped up a riff last night, right before I went to bed. I'm going to try to remember it. It's kind of like a more bluesy riff. But it goes into my favorite little chord. The D. Gotta get that major D. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This doesn't work with the pick. I'm trying to do it with the pick, it doesn't work. Now I'm fucking not. Damn, a little 10-minute thing. Shit. Well, hey, not too bad. What the? Okay. I was like, what the hell was that? Something crackling. Just my earbuds. Just my earbuds being dorky. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm getting the hang of this riff. I'm pretty sure it's like based off of a riff of a song. I think a Nirvana song, to be honest. Down, 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 down. I think what song is that? Come as you are. I think it's that one. I think it might be that one. Fuck. God damn it. It's trying to be like, let's play it on the speed I'm thinking on. But no, I can't do that quite yet. Not quite yet. Just stop saying hi, sleep in the bathroom. It's 4 a.m. Oh my god. And you're still finding yourself here. First before I even progress this shit. I'm trying to learn how to go multi-string here, get all up in the groove. I think the pace shows my skill in this right now. You see where I need improvement. See, I keep messing it up right now. Focus. Needs more focus. See, I can't even do it on a single one.
You've been all stressed out at work and everything else.
I know, and now I'm stressing myself out trying to figure this shit out. My goodness. The stress never ends. figure that part when I go up. Alright, well now I'm getting that part a little better. I need to do it with both. This is where I keep fucking up. Well, I almost got that part. Almost. I got everything else down at least so far, it sounds like. Which is a good sign. Yeah. I think it's based off of Nirvana riff. I think it's based off the down, 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 down. And I know that's a Nirvana riff because I think the song, I forgot the name of it, but it starts with like, come as you are, as a friend, and it starts like that. I mean, I didn't know the rest of the lyrics, but it's just like, I forgot I think that's it's not Teen Spirit. That's the one that goes bow bow bow. It's I think it's Come As You Are. I don't know what the name of it is. It's like a big radio hit song. Okay, I was like, can I look away while doing this? I'm like, no, I cannot.
Good kitty.
Little Blondito, he's getting his meal. What a fat but happy little kitty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the scarf with it.
Huh?
See the little red blotch right there in my hand?
Mm-hmm.
He scratched me the other day.
Damn. Well, how'd he get you?
Rubbing and everything else, a little roughly. He scratched me.
Well, at least he's not that rough.
Right.
He tries to be a sweet boy.
That's my
Yeah.
story, and I'm sticking to it.
What's your story? I know his, but I don't know.
That picture Western story. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yep. Well, this one will definitely be short. That was actually going to be something I was going to bring up, though. That was kind of interesting. I heard earlier. What was it? It was fuck. Oh, I remember now. I heard there was like this there's like this synthetic alcohol that's being produced, and it's supposed to like be hangover free. I think it's called like synth alcohol or something like that, or synthahol. or synthol or something like that.
That's from Star Trek. Synthahol.
Yeah, well, it's an actual thing now. I think, like hangover free, like supposed to not like harm you type of thing. It's just like, hey, you can have all the fun of the brew and none of the badness that comes with it. It's just like, oh,
Yeah, good luck with that.
I know. I'll believe it. It's like the bacon kale. Like I know a few years ago there was like this whole big thing. Like there's kale that tastes like bacon. It's gonna be on flying off the shelves. It's just like, where is it? I've yet to see this bacon kale shit that they're talking about, or like this bacon flavored kale or some whatever. It's like I'm waiting. So it's like, yeah, good luck with that because I don't know if that's actually really gonna be a thing. But you know what? I'll be kind of happy if there is. That'd be kind of cool. Wake up next day and be like, oh, Chip has a Cheerio. Just be like, oh, well, time to have my big fat batch of my fifth of non-hangover induced whiskey synthetically produced. It's just like, whoa, epic.
Yeah, it was like the natural stuff.
Yeah, I mean, alcohol technically is.
Nature makes the best stuff, no matter what it is.
Well, yeah. I mean, alcohol in itself is,
Always trust nature.
naturally produced. Well, I don't always trust nature. There's shit that straight kills you. Would I try?
Yeah,
Would I trust like nature to give me this berry that will potentially kill me?
well, you can trust nature that it will definitely kill you.
I trust it with that. Definitely.
Botox, most deadly stuff on the planet. Yeah, well, not anymore, but back in high school, 0.9 grams would be enough to kill off the entire population of the world.
Holy shit. Was it Botox?
Yeah.
I mean, don't people inject that shit into themselves?
Yeah, that's why I wonder about that, but
Well, I think it's just terminology is called Botox, but I think they do like silicone-based shit is what they actually use or something. And some of them, they just literally have like this little gel thing that they just kind of insert.
yeah, it's very dilute. But pure Botox.
It actually saved someone's life once. I remember there's this article I read a couple months back of this woman who fell, this Brazilian woman, I think during like Rio de Carnaval or whatever in Brazil. She literally like fell off like a very high building, and when she fell on the ground, her butt implants literally saved her life from the impact.
That's silicone.
Yeah. Well, luckily, she had a lot of that in her because she must have one hell of a plump. Well, not anymore. I would assume that her booty's probably very well destroyed
It's
now.
been flattened, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, unless there's a way to like surgically restructure that popped booty. It wasn't just flattened, it was like popped. You have to imagine those the silicone things bursted, but that gave like just the softness of that and it being the extra tissue and plus just the explosion of it, it saved her life. Probably hurt her ass really badly, I can imagine, compared to the rest of her body, considering that her ass exploded. Yeah, a literal pain in the ass. Yeah, I mean, her ass sort of her like silicone things in her ass sort of exploded. So I mean, you can only imagine. But it's like, damn. I mean, you know what? There, if you want to go a positive or a pro, for Botox, there's that. If you end up,
that's not Botox. That's implants.
It's implants. Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of evolves somewhat on similar things. Just I think Botox it does it to like more direct in the skin, and like implants and like silicone based stuff is like they actually like slide it into position inside like the underneath, and
yeah, they slide it under the muscles.
that's just weird. Ugh. It's like, what if that like somehow over time what if it like over time slides out of place?
Divorced, and he's just like, okay, I want my breast implants back. His wife had breast implants, and they were getting divorce. And just like, I paid for these, I want them back.
What? Why? What? That's just such a petty thing. Like, why?
It's an ugly divorce. What do you?
I guess
he's
so.
Just like, I paid for the breast implants. I want the breast.
Fuck your
implants.
bitch! I want him back. No one deserves those voluptuous
Take
titties.
them out.
No one deserved them voluptuous titties besides me. It's just like, oh, okay. It's just like, damn. All right. Jeez. Wow. I mean, that.
That'd be one thing I'd let go. You know, just like okay.
That's like one thing I wouldn't really care about. You know what? It's like, be free with those voluptuous titties. They are free for people now. It's just like, just
But
what?
It would be a good thing on the. Okay, I won't take the breast implants, but I want this.
Oh my god. That would actually be kind of funny. As a negotiation tactic. She's like, I don't want to remove him. He's like, well, are you willing to negotiate, woman? It's just like, oh my god.
I guess she wasn't willing to negotiate because you're just like, no. It's like, I paid for them. I want them back. And stick them on my desk as a trophy.
Oh my god.
2 fake titties.
Or just have him like framed on his wall. Victory trophy from when I slain and survived the beast. It's like, oh my god. I could see a whole memorial thing set up for that shit. Oh my god. Jeez. Brutal. Oh man. Ooh, Bandito. Yeah, you want out, don't you? But guess what? You're not going out, boy. You have not earned your right to leave this presence. Oh my god, you're adorable. He really does look kind of cute just trying to find his way out. It's like, I will sneak out of this.
He's playing the drums.
I mean, I make everything a drum in my life, honestly. When I'm at work, my lap.
Look at that tail go.
Aww.
Okay, I'm
So-
guessing you want in. Okay.
He's so excited to go inside.
Yeah, so excited to get around the foot.
Yep, exactly, because he's just a mischievous little bandit. Yeah, I just make everything a drum though in my life. Like, I swear, like every time I'm like closing, I find myself doing things in a beat. It's like, oh my god. Everything's a beat. Yawn. I even yawn with a tune. At least on here. To be fair, I am a lot more bombastic on these. When I choose to. When I choose to. Yeah. I'm gonna add a little more keef. Yeah. 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 How low can I go? Oh my god, that's low. Whoa. I didn't think I could go that low. I think I was able to go lower than that. Okay, that just is inaudible. That's not even a note. Alrighty. What a pleasantly green little meadow on there. Okay. Unclog it because I always pack these some bitches. I pack them tight. Oh. Hey, Robert, do you know anything about this book here? It says The Diary of a Manhattan Call Girl.
Yeah, I've had a branded for this one to read.
Yeah, I think I saw it in there too, and I was like, huh. And I kind of browsed through it real quick, but I don't really remember much of what was in there. I'm kind of interested because I'm wondering what call girl means.
You know what call girl means?
I mean, I can make a guess, and I might be close, but I don't want to make the guess because I'm probably way off too. And I know I've heard it before.
Prostitution.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, because I hear about all sorts of different other there's so many nicknames for that. Like there's what else is there? There's call girl, there's hooker, there's what else? I guess if you want to be super callous, product, I guess. I know I'm thinking of like a few other like names that that go by it, but I think that there's just so many and so many different names. Wow, you didn't freak out. Man, last night you should have seen Meg. She was sitting on the pizza box, and I walked up to go grab a thing of juice, and I didn't notice her there. But then I noticed her, and I just kind of walked up to her, and then she just slowly turned her head. And then when she saw me on my peripheral, she jolted her head really quick and saw me. Instantly went, legs sprung out, spraying out, to launch herself into orbit, away. Just away, and everything just launched in front of me. I was just like papers, and then that cardboard thing just kind of went into my face. I was like, oh shit, whoa. And I think that happened shortly after we went to bed. I'm like, oh my god, I think Robert's gonna be bad. Luckily, I didn't hear anything, so I was like, oh thank god. I just kind of like sat there, just like frozen, like I'm not making any noises right now. Just like after all that loudness, I'm not making noises. I was just like, this is like, oh my goodness, Meg, you little freaky fruit. You're so goofy. Just a goofball. That was funny. After I went in my room, I laughed about it a lot because I had to hold that in because like I want to burst out laughing. So I had to like grab my drink and walk in. I was just like, oh my god. I had to laugh it off for a good minute. I love Meg though. She's so funny. Like all our cats have like a little humor to them. It's so unintentional. To them, they are totally oblivious about how humorous they can be sometimes. Like Meg is probably the most humorous one because of how she just like will sprat, get scared and run off really quick, and it's just like, oh my god, I didn't mean to scare you, but that was so funny. trying to remember this other time about Mig that was funny. There's so many they all blend in at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're all basically the same thing about her freaking out and running off. Oh, I remember one time Cleo was got freaked out because the dogs were barking about something. I think this was before Bandit was here. And then Bear came bolting, through the kitchen, barking, probably about the cats, something they did. And Cleo, is running to bolt into the little cat door over there. And they literally collide into each other into this little black amoeba. It's just like, oh no. That could not, that wasn't going to end well. So Cleo, it was funny because right before impact, Cleo noticed Bear and started kicking her feet over. So I think Bear probably got a few nicks on him from that, but he kind of did the same thing, and then they both scattered away. Oh shit! Whoa! There was a being that I just bumped into and just rammed into. Oh god! And both of them, and I think Cleo ran directly the opposite direction, and Bear just kind of ran off for a second and then just kind of stopped and tumbled around what the fuck was that? What the hell? just confused. It was so funny though. It was like, oh my god. Oh man. It formed a little black hole for a second and then just blew apart into a pulsar. It's like, oh my goodness, whoa. That was hilarious.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, they're exceptionally they're not as funny when told, but yeah, it's way more funny when you see it though. When you see it happen, it's just oh my goodness. Animals can be so funny, when they're just doing their own thing, but they just did something that was just goofy, and it's just oh my goodness. I bet if I snuck up to Meg right now while she's looking at water, she would probably freak out. She's not paying attention. She's not even got her ears perked. I kind of want to, just for the chat and the stream, so they can see this. Let's see if it'll work. I actually, you know what? Hold on. I mean, there she is. Oh no, she wandered off. Oh no. Hey. Oh, here. I mean, she is friendly though. She's so weird with her tail. She just has it all skirt around. But she's so weird. She ran off for no reason there. She got all weird and ran off. She's so skittish. And it's very rare when I can pick her up too. I remember how long it took for her to warm up that much to where she's just able to be in here and chill. Because I remember when she was strictly outside, and it took a while for her to warm up. I remember being by the porch door in the back by the table, and for 10 minutes, always trying to coax her just a little bit, and I was able to eventually do that. And then I was like, now well, let's try to hold her. And I'll always just gently just be just get her, and eventually there'll be moments where she'll be too shocked to be oh shit, what's happening? And then I'll be able to kind of get her, and just kind of enough to where she can't jump out, and then I'll just kind of hold her and just kind of cup her, and she'll just kind of sit there and just be okay, I'm kind of trapped now. I'm just gonna sit here until I find an opportunity to flee, and eventually, I'd be able to hold her for at least a few minutes before she starts freaking out and be I gotta get out of here. But yeah, it took so long to coax her. Curly was a lot easier. He just kind of warmed up. He just kind of was oh, humans are chill. Okay. My water. My vitamin waters. Always get your vitamins. I know people like Stefan hate vitamin water. I'm just kidding, Stefan. Even though it's not here. You'll probably see this later. I don't know. Love you. Love you, bro. What should I do for Ooh, I got a good idea. I have an idea. Will we be going anywhere tomorrow?
I'll take him to the hospital.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because she was telling me she was gonna go there.
You're back.
Yeah,
Got all red and stuff. And
I think that might be that. You know that like infection that she had a while back. I think that might be it reoccurring again, just because her body's basically been in a consistent fight. Her immune system always tackling something. And
Really?
yeah, so I think it, her infection never really completely wore off. It was just subsided enough to where it, was like in hibernation basically. And now it's because her immune system's kind of slightly weakened right now. It's coming back again.
Makes sense.
So yeah, I mean, considering that, for so many years now, that's been basically, waves of up and downs and up and downs. I mean, a lot of that is due to that immune system, just being weakened due to, cancer and then the after effects and then just fighting fucking like everything, possible you could think of. It's like, oh my God. Yeah, but I was thinking like maybe instead of me walking over to the dispensary, maybe I could with you, on a passenger seat, just drive over there.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's really not that far, and plus, I know those streets very well, and I know what the traffic's like, and I think it'll be all right. I mean, I wouldn't have to go super fast at all, considering that I'd basically be taking a turn, go straight for a little bit, take a turn, take another turn, go straight for a bit, take another turn, I'm in the parking lot. So it's just like I mean, plus we could probably take a few laps in the Safeway parking lot before going home, just to kind of get bearings a little more, kind of figure all that out and stuff, and then just literal straight shot out of the parking lot from there, and here we are. Just, I have like a dispensary that recently opened up, and I heard their bud's good. It's basically right around the corner. It's like, yes. It's just like awesome. I don't have to go far at all. It's just the prices. That's all I'm, don't know about. But I keep hearing good things about it. So, it's awesome. Ugh. All right. Well, gonna keep myself away. It's the only way to go. Boom, boom, boom. Perfecto. All right. Well, I'm going to destroy this. I'm going away. I'm going away. Alrighty. Well, peace out. I'll see y'all